Oh wow. Hi guys. This is XxSkullCandyxX. It's been a while since my last video, and it has been a while since I wrote any new chapters or update any of my stories. But good news, I am back. So, good news, I am writing again, and just now I just posted a new chapter for Saiyans interaction from two universes. This one is a Dragon Ball Super fanfic that I wrote, I believe, back in 2019 or around late 2018, where I have Beerus and Champa making their fighters, interact more, hanging out in Universe 7's Earth, so that they can learn more about themselves, and also, a little good chance to develop Champa's and Beerus' relationship, and also learn more about the Saiyans from Universe 6, because a lot of people were really confused and kind of hating on Kale and Khalifa gaining powers much quicker than like how Universe 7s are. And I believe I wrote this in the story where I kind of explained in the narrative that Universe 6 Saiyans are a little bit different in evolution than Universe 7's Saiyans. So that kind of explains, little plot holes from the main series, but also at the same time, it wants to be its own thing, in a more comedic way, in a way that I think the original creator, Akira Toriyama, will actually, kind of enjoy, because I know he likes to write some serious stuff, and then next day he'll like to write some goofy, comedic stuff. And right now, new chapters up. If you want to go check it out, I have the link down below in the description below. I am also currently writing another chapter for one of my My Hero Academia fanfic, and it's the one called Deku, the Masked Wrestler. Now this fanfic is gonna be um, Isku Midoriya not only want to be a pro hero, but also want to be a pro wrestler. And the reason why, because I see him, if he comes across like a pro wrestling match like in the 90s or early 2000s, I believe he's gonna be a big fan of it because there's a lot of similarities, uh, a lot of similar facts, and a lot of like similar structure between, heroes, villains, and then also you have baby faces, which are terms for like a good guy in wrestling, and heels, which is a bad term for bad guys, And with this kind of like similarities, I feel like Deku might be into that too, or might be into wrestling. I personally enjoy wrestling, so I this is kind of like a passion project when I write, because not only I get the chance to write Izuku a little bit more differently than in canon, but I also want him to gain a little bit more confidence and a little bit more like a great talker when he's going against villains, or when he's having a confrontation with Bakugo. And there's a lot of things I want to put in, a lot of wrestling references, but at the moment I am currently writing the let me see, it's gonna be the fourth chapter, I believe, because I already wrote three chapters. One is just the prologue, and the other two just simply explain how Izuku is much different in the canon storyline than in this one, where he does become a, not only he's a wrestling fan, but he's a kind of like a part-time pro wrestler, because as a wrestling fan, I feel like he would also be like motivated to become a wrestler as well, to learn some move sets, because because personally I think like if someone wants to be a hero, you have to train yourself with the quirk to be strong, and also to be ready for for the challenges up to that point. So with Izuku, not having a quirk, but want to be a wrestler, in the meantime, he could start developing move sets, and he could use those same move sets while when he's gonna move up to become a wrestler. So I feel like it would have been much fitting, and would have been also helpful for him to like gain his identity, because I feel like over time with the main storyline, it took a lot to understand like what he wanted to do as a hero. And even though he already knows like how heroes are supposed to do because of All Might, there's a lot of aspects like costumes, names, Like he really didn't understand or wasn't really ready. And I feel like with this story, it's kind of speed up that process. So right now, the I have not finished the chapter yet, but I am almost halfway there. So I'm also gonna send in the link down in the description to show you the My Hero Academia fanfic to show what am I currently working on right now. Last but not least, there's a lot of people who are asking me about Siblings Reunion. Now this is gonna be a tough question to answer. With Siblings Reunion, it was kind of a special project I was really into at the time. But after these past, months and 2 years, I believe, in hiatus, not writing that particular fanfic, I'm kind of losing the touch, or more specifically, I'm having writer's block to how I'm gonna continue it. Cause with the recent chapter, that was like, oh, 10 months, 12, like a year ago. With that, it's gonna take a lot of like brain power for me to really like explain or to process the story without making it seem too fan service or maybe too rushed. Because I feel like with the recent chapter, I kind of rushed things. Um, I kind of rushed a little bit what I was supposed to do because I do have outlines, but over time you kind of forget about these outlines. You make some changes, and some of these changes I made from the outlines kind of slowed the story down for me, in the sense where I am stuck between like what I want to do and what I want to how I'm gonna end the story, because there gotta be an ending sooner or later. I cannot like keep this up with the fanfic, especially with the story how Lincoln makes this comic, but then this comic's kind of like a mirror to like what really going on like for this sibling reunion. But still, I am going to update or post a new chapter when I get to it. Like I said, I'm still continuing with the My Hero Academia fanfic. I want to finish that chapter first, I mean, and then start writing again for the Loud House fanfic, Siblings Reunion. So don't worry, it's still gonna be up. I just need to go through the other stories first before I make it to the Siblings Reunion chapter. So keep your finger crossed, please. So yeah, in conclusion, I'm writing again. I already posted a new chapter for the Dragon Ball Super fanfic. I'm still writing. Um, and my next story, I'm going to add a new chapter in is the My Hero Academia story where Itsuku is a pro wrestler slash superhero. And then after that, I'm going to continue writing Siblings Reunion because I know a lot of people want that back. Really want to finish with that story in a good way. So just bear with me. These are many months of work that I have to retrace my steps so that I know how the story is gonna be again, and I gotta keep the flow. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little conversation we have, these little updates, and also announcements to uh, to make sure you guys are very aware of what I'm doing, and hopefully to also help me to keep in track with these stories. Because, like I said, I have other things to do, other things to worry about, but I still want to have you guys be entertained by the stories I'm telling. So, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later.